안녕하세요. My name is Emily Simon. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Wichita, Kansas, which is right about in the middle of the United States of America. I just graduated from Newman University with a bachelor's degree in English and in history, and I would love to come to South Korea this next year and teach English to children. I have always wanted to teach English. In fact, I hope to one day continue my education with a doctoral's program and teach at a university level. But before I do that, I want to get some experience in the classroom. And I love to travel, so I actually visited South Korea in March of this past year and was introduced to the culture and the food and the wonderful people and decided that I had to come back. And so when I heard about teaching English in South Korea, I thought this was the perfect opportunity for me to gain some experience, learn what it's like to have a classroom full of kids, and what it's like to teach English to children who that's not their first language, but also get to travel around, possibly learn Korean, and just see all that Korea has to offer. I do have teaching experience here in Wichita, Kansas. First of all, I work in a public library in the children's room, and part of my job is to plan programs and events and activities for young children. Most of the kids that visit us are kindergarten age, so pretty young, but we have fun reading stories, arts and crafts, and just getting them involved in the library in general. I also taught religious classes to students for a year. They were 5th graders. I had about 10 of them, and we met once a week for about 2 hours. There was a set curriculum, but we obviously got to plan our own lessons and of course, teach the children. Finally, I also taught a class, co-taught a class at Newman University for 3 years. All of the freshmen that attend Newman are required to take a class to be introduced to the university and all it has to offer, and that class is co-taught by a professor and a student. So for 3 years, I helped out with that class and taught many things to the students. So as you can see, I have experience with all different ages, from kindergartners all the way up to college students. But I also have a wide range of experiences when it comes to teaching, and I hope all of these will help me be a good teacher in South Korea. I have many strengths as a teacher, but 2 of them I would like to point out is, first of all, I have a pretty easygoing, outgoing personality. I think I'm pretty friendly and easy to approach. And I think that's very important, especially with smaller classes, that students feel comfortable enough to approach the teacher, to speak out loud, and to really make the classroom a community. So I think my personality and just kind of my appearance in general helps students get more involved in the classroom. My second strength is that I have actually tried to learn a language as well. I took 4 years of Spanish in high school and then spent 2 years in college learning both the Japanese and Korean. So I have a lot of experience attempting to learn a foreign language, and I know how difficult it can be, but I also know some good strategies for learning that language. Interacting with that culture's music and dramas are just as important as studying the grammar. So I know that my experience learning a foreign language helps me teach English to students. I know for a fact that when the teacher is passionate about the lessons that they are teaching, when they get up and sing and dance, and when they have fun with the students are so much more likely to pick up those lessons, no matter what they are. So my teaching philosophy is just to get the lessons across, but also have fun while doing it. Play games, sing songs, find ways to bring the students into the lesson without having to force them. I'm very excited for the opportunity to teach English in South Korea this next year, so that I hope I will be able to meet you in person soon and will be able to come to South Korea this next year. 감사합니다.